gaming strategist here at YouTube, and today we're doing...
Just getting everything set up here. Should be ready in a minute. There we go. Alright, should be all set up now to begin. I'm just gonna wait for everyone to hop in. So, whenever you guys are here. I'm just gonna put up some announcements now. Alright, cool. That should be all set now. Let's see how we are doing. Cool. Alright. We got a couple people here. I'm just gonna give it probably like a minute, then we're gonna get going here. Start off right here in pool A, like we usually do. Oh, actually, hold on. Typically start my battle, actually. I do actually have a battle this week. So, I'm going to go pill that up actually real quick. Alright, let's it's gonna get crazy because we are gonna be starting the next week like relatively soon. And I'm a little bit behind. I've just been a little busy. Okay, here we go. We got my battle up now. Cool. This is the one. Oh wait, is that what I already had up? No, I just saw Corbinite twice. And yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be relatively quick, guys, with the stream, by the way, if possible, because I don't have a ridiculous amount of time. There's a chance I might have to push back before to tomorrow, but in the case I do, it'll just be before PRs, and then we will get PRs started immediately following that. Okay, cool. Should be all set up now. Cool. Alright. Voice doesn't echo to it? Okay. Let me see if I can find out why. This could be why. Did that fix anything? Or is it still echoing? If not, then I will figure that out. I know sometimes it's like... Sometimes it's weird, like it bases off a couple of different things. It should just be the mic right now. I can take a quick listen. Okay, no, I see it's still a problem. Weird, don't know why that's happening. Alright, try this. Oh. Okay. That seems to be working. Alright, I guess that's... For some reason my voice is being recorded in like 2 different locations. But that all seems to be... I think it's working now. Let me make sure. Alright, I guess that for some reason my voice is being... Yeah, I don't know. I guess... Okay, so that's all fixed. With that being fixed, let me just make sure we're all cool here. Okay, looking good. So we'll get started with my match. So I faced Abing 15 this week. And this is the matchup. So I can quickly bring up my team here, just in Poke-based here. So I have this Lagging Tail Trick Room Uxie, which basically the idea was to take sticky webs and use it to my advantage. Which is hopefully, you know, gonna work out for me. I have Trick, just in case I want to get rid of my Lagging Tail, and then Memento to set my Mon in the back setup, which I will show you later. Obviously Trick Room, and then U-Turn, just because this thing's a good pivot. Otherwise, if I want to keep this thing around, I can also just kind of fake that this thing has a Psychic move if I want this to counter something like an Urshifu, or like a Fairy move, if it Terra Fighting, so you never know. But there's a bunch of different things that this thing can do if I like fake like having a move. So U-Turn is still valuable in that case. Next up we have Pose, which is the first appearance of our Florges. I ran some defensive stats on it, so it should be able to lift hits from both Urshifu and special guys, as well as deal okay damage with Moonblast. It does live a couple of hits from like other stuff, like I think I don't get 3-hit KO'd by a whatchamacallit, the Galvantula is what I did. Kind of a standard Baton Pass, Moonblast, Wish, Protect. I want to get damage off of Moonblast, but I want to keep my Mons healthy, as well as this thing healthy. So this thing is mostly making sure that the team is healthy and able to sweep. I have a Roaring Moon here that is meant to just kind of deal damage and pivot. It's not really supposed to be a sweeper, but its pure damage output should just cause problems. I bought Terra Fire so it can rip through stuff like Corviknight, which is the only thing this thing does not really hit with Brick Break knockoff. And I carried Brick Break because of potential Aurora Veil from Alolan Ninetales. Terra Fire is also pretty good defensive flip on something like the Alolan Ninetales, which I'm typically very weak to. So I just thought that Terra Fire is definitely the best Terra for this match. Next up, I have the Sugar Berry Lucario. The idea behind this Lucario, I do have Terra Fairy just in case, just because it's a good flip onto like an Urshifu, but I really do not plan on using it. Aura Sphere, Vacuum Wave, Shadow Ball, Copycat. I wanted to bring this thing specially offensive because I didn't want Glamora ever getting Toxic Spikes up, considering I did not bring Tusk to spin them away. I have Copycat in case it wants to go for raw Toxic Spikes. I can put those onto the opponent as well. It also works versus a Galvantula Sticky Web, so I can use them to my advantage instead of having to constantly get rid of them, considering I didn't like Tusk in this matchup otherwise. Sugar Berry is to guarantee that I live in Earth Power from Glamora, because I want this thing to always be able to counter Glamora and always be able to wall it no matter what, especially if it wants to go for Mortal Spin. Its Steel type thing is going to allow me to be immune to that, so it'll mean that I can always switch in on it. Next up, we have Rotom Heat here, so I didn't know that Covert Cloak didn't block the crit on Wicked Blow, which is my bad. Otherwise, I probably would have carried like Boots or Lefties, or I was even thinking Absorb Bulb as like a way of 100% beating Quick Wave. But this is what I ended up deciding on. I ran absolute max defense because I wanted this to be able to live hits from Urshifu and then Will-O-Wisp it. And then I have HP so that I can live any hit from Specially as well. But I also just wanted more defense. And then I wanted the special attack because I need this thing to be able to deal damage with Shadow Ball, Overheat, Volt Switch. With this Shadow Ball, it means that I guarantee, I think, 3-hit KO Spadef Sinistra or something like that with Shadow Ball. I forget the exact calc, but it was there for Sinistra. And then obviously I got my 3 moves plus Will-O-Wisp, because Will-O-Wisp shuts down physical attackers such as that Urshifu, which is one of this thing's main goals this game. And then finally, we have Otani, our Hisuian Samurott here. I brought the Scope Lens because I wanted to get some crits on Aqua Cutter, was the idea. To break something like IDEF Corv, or just to guarantee that my Aqua Cutters kill after a Sword Stance. This thing is absolutely min speed. With this, I actually outslow even min speed Corviknight. As long as it's not running like 0 speed minus speed nature, which is not exactly what I'm expecting. Max attack, max HP, because I don't care about my speed. I brought Surf as well, so that if Glamora ever comes out, or if I think it's going to come out, I can Surf it, which will guarantee 2-hit KO, even with no investment. And it also means that T-Spikes will not get up in that situation. Obviously, I have Ceaseless Edge to support my team with Spikes if I so choose. So that's the team I went with, going into this battle. So with that, I'm just going to hop right into here. So we look at the both teams here, and I see no, like this is, oh wait, this is the wrong battle. My bad. This is the battle we want. I remember seeing a couple of mons here, and I was just like, wow, because he brought both, like, all of his hyper offense mons. Those last three are like the Aurora Veil and the T-Spike, and like he really brought all of that, which I was not expecting. The Quaquaval and the whatchamacallit, the Urshifu, I was very much expecting. I was worried about potential Hisuian Typhlosion against me, which didn't end up coming. Even Terra Flygon had a solid matchup, but this wasn't exactly the worst thing in the world, so this is what ends up happening here. So I see the Terras immediately here, and I see Terra Fairy on the Urshifu, which is something I'm completely okay with. It's a little annoying for me to break. However, I do have mons that will definitely kill it and definitely beat it in the back. And immediately I copycat the webs here. So turn 1, webs are on my opponent's side. So this is really good because I have boots on like Moon and Florges and stuff. And the mons that I have like 2 levitating mons, a mon that wants to get sticky webbed. Because Samurott, that's right, Samurott needed the webs. -1 Samurott with 0 EVs, like guarantee outslows any type of Corviknight. That's what it was. And yeah, so I can take advantage of this type of stuff so that Trick Room can make Samurott a sweeper. And now this puts the battle completely into my favor because Samurott is made to outslow everything on this team naturally. And then it needs the -1 to outslow Corviknight, and Corviknight being a flying type that cannot Terra is actually always going to be slower because it will never get that speed drop. So I'm in a really good position because Samurott is slower than everything, but all my other mons are now faster than the majority of the team, meaning that I have very good speed control off turn 1 here. So I just go into Rotom Heat because this is my answer to Galvantula and my answer to the majority of the opponent's team. I do take a little more damage than I would like to, but I am able to get some damage off on the Glimmora here. We see it does about 37. I'm worried about taking a Power Gem, so I'm just going to go directly into my Lucario here. This thing will also block on Mortal Spin if that's what comes out, which is exactly what happens. And then Corviknight comes back out. So Corviknight just gets Aura Sphered. 27% isn't much, but he now knows I'm special. So I'm just going to go directly back into the Rotom Heat as this thing can't really touch me. Body Press does 16. This is a very free Volt Switch, which is exactly what I'm going to go for here. It does about 23 to this Galvantula. I figure this thing is special. I'm a very specially bulky mon, and I take 27 from that Thunder, which is very little. Wish comes out, and Quaquaval comes in, which was honestly a risky move. I don't know why the Quaquaval came in, because this thing could have gotten Moonblasted. My guess is this is a weakness policy, Quaquaval. But I go right into Rotom Heat, and I heal up. And I know that even if this thing is weakness policy, if I Volt Switch out and go Uxie, I can live any hit, and Uxie will probably threaten this thing out with a Psychic. So I go for the Volt Switch, it does 54, in comes Uxie, and there's no weakness policy. So I don't exactly know what the idea of bringing in Quaquaval was on the Florges, but Aqua Step doesn't do much here. He is going to be afraid of the Psychic as I U-turn here, and that means I get solid damage on Urshifu. I go right into Rotom Heat. This will live any hit with where I am at. Terra Fairy Terra Blast, I don't know if he was predicting a switch into Roaring Moon or something, which I don't exactly get. I don't know why that came out, but it means I take nothing and I get my Willow off here. So now I just decide to Volt Switch out. Wicked Blow does not much. I get a crit myself, and I can just go Florges here, I figure. So I'm going to just Wish right here, make sure that my floor just stays healthy, and now I can Protect to guarantee I live a hit. But I actually forgot about Unseen Fist, which goes to Protect, which is annoying because it does mean now I'm low and I have to go for another Wish to probably maintain myself good health. But I get unfortunate here with a Flinch. I figure if I can get Wish off this turn, I can Protect against whatever comes out next turn. But I do get flinched again, so a little bit of hacks here is a bit annoying. But I did get the crit on Urshifu to put it in that position in the first place, so that's fine. I could just sack Florges here after checking what this thing does just for safety. And sacking Florges is fine. Florges has done its job. It kept Rotom healthy up to this point. And also the Urshifu is now down. Especially this thing only really beats Galv, but I figured that I could just go Roaring Moon here and kill it, which is exactly what I do. Even if he decided to switch out into something else, I think at this point I probably just win. So he goes here. A9, I am worried about the defense boost from from the snow, and I don't want this thing taking damage, even though I probably could have just safely clicked this twice and win the game. So I probably overplayed here. So I do just U-turn out and go right into Lucario, hoping to maybe see Aurora Veil, and this thing being low speed, I could potentially copycat. It doesn't, and instead I got a +1 attack boost off the Dark Pulse, which is funny. That would have been cool. Again, I don't necessarily get the Dark Pulse play, but it's fine. Corviknight is able to go right into Uxie here, and I am able to do some cool stuff here where I get my Trick Room up as Corviknight Iron defenses, and he goes for Brave Bird. So Fist of Uxie here, really tanking every hit as we go through, and it's going to allow me to go immediately into Samurott. By the way, I saw in chat that my thing's fixed, so thank you for letting me know. I now live a B press because I know I will. I am max HP. I do need a crit to kill, but I do get it because I am my Scope Lens Aqua Cutter set, and I know that nothing will kill me here from the Cloquavel, not even an Aqua Jet, so I will live, and now Samurott gets guaranteed 2 kills in the Trick Room. So that's a fun little thing I can do there. I don't want this thing to die, as differential is nice, so I go right into my Lucario, which tanks a Flash Cannon, as I do go for Aura Sphere here. I probably should have gone for Copycat, because I would have just killed it. And I think about that this turn, actually, because that is Stab Flash Cannon coming from Lucario, which I don't necessarily carry, but that also means that I can guarantee hit the Ninetales if I'm faster, which unfortunately I am not, and I am died to Dazzling Gleam, so I probably should have just gone into Galleon here. So I probably could have saved myself a little bit of differential, but we do KO, and we do get the guaranteed win. So that was a good battle, I think, on my end. I think I played everything for the most part well. Obviously, a couple of misplays here just in terms of overthinking a little bit. But I won the battle. I think my prep came in super clutch here. I think, you know, I just think it was a bit of a unique, different type of prep that this team is not exactly expected to make when I have these mons. But suddenly, it seems like I can transform my team and play in ways that I didn't expect. So I'm very happy with how this battle went. And so, yeah, if you guys are coming from YouTube, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. And while you guys are on the stream, I recommend you do that as well. So it would be very much appreciated. And yeah, so we're going to move on right to the next battle here. Which is going to be Inyu Mazen versus Suki 16. I'm going to call him Zen, as Zen has been something I've seen him go by in the server. So we've got Zen versus Suki here. Sand looks solid this game, not incredible. I don't necessarily like it as long as Thundurus is alive. Arcanine Flare Blitz looks really strong here. Obviously, a little weakened by Tauros, but if Tauros goes down, it goes stupid, because you can just kill Samurott with a rock move to pick it off. Pult. Honestly, Pult looks crazy this game. Like, if you can handle the Valiant, I think the Pult goes crazy. Valiant also gets stupid, though. Like, for Suki here. Suki takes care of this team really well. Let's see what the Terras are here. So we see Terra. Are any of these mons even Terra? He has Terra Fairy Lissum the Samurott, which I didn't think could Terra. Terra Grass Glowbro, that's what it is. He is a Terra listed for majority of the mons. It is the Terra Grass Glowbro that we are looking for here. And on Inyu Mazen's side, we see the Terra Fairy Latias and Terra Rock potential for that Arcanine. So we'll have to see what happens here. So we see a lead of Corv, Thundurus. That's a bad lead for Zen here. And immediately switch into T-Tar. Rain Dance. That's a really good play on Suki's part, actually. And now Weather Ball. Yeah, I'm assuming we just see the Stealth Rock. Okay. Interesting that we prioritize the rocks here. But this is a really bad position for Zen to be in general. Because you have to worry about T-Wave on like the majority of your mons here from Prankster. And then Weather Ball is also just really good. The combination is really strong here. In comes Pult, which takes 32% from a Weather Ball. You have to be really concerned about T-Wave here, because Pult looks really strong this game, but T-Wave could potentially shut you down. That crit matters a lot. Unless this thing specs. I don't know what type of bulk this Thundurus had. I don't know if this is like Specs Pult or whatever. That crit might have mattered a lot because this Thunderous was in such a good position. That sucks for Suki. And in comes the Glowbro. I'm assuming we are going to Terra Grass immediately. We don't. That's a crazy play, unless this thing is like some sort of weakness policy set with like Quick Draw. But Terra Grass doesn't exactly give that type of vibe off. So, I don't know. It was Specs. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I mean, Specs obviously means it does a lot there. I don't know if it necessarily would have killed. So that crit might have mattered. And Rain is gone now. That's just putting... Yeah, Suki's in a very bad position now. Because if T-Tar just comes back in at any point and Sand comes up, Drill looks so much stronger now that Thunderous is gone. Good Will-O-Wisp by Suki here. Going with the mascot pick here. Flare Blitz is going to do a lot. And Rocky Helmet Chip. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that play. From Suki's side here. Because obviously, yes, it makes sense in terms of dealing damage. But I'm worried about this thing's health long term. Maybe it was the right play. I guess nothing else really breaks Corv, so maybe it was. But Roost is big here. And you are going to have to sack this now to really kill Corv, I guess. And yeah, you can just preserve Corv here by switching. Yeah, no, I don't necessarily like this play. Because I think... I don't know. I think the defensive Will-O-Wisp Intimidate combo here is just really good at making sure the opponent isn't able to break you. Even if... Like, it beats Arcanine too. Arcanine now, again, like... This opens up for Arcanine. This opens up for Pult. Or for Drill. Like, this team just seems to be in an extremely good spot here. In comes Drill. I don't exactly know what Drill does here. Just Earthquakes, 71%. Razor Shell is down to Sash. Okay, so Sash Drill. That makes sense. So you are going Corviknight here is interesting. Maybe to avoid Sucker Punch. Yeah, to avoid Sucker Punch or Aqua Jet. Yep. Makes sense. I would have said, you know, like there's a lot of priority in this team. You have to worry about potential Quick Draw. You have to worry about potential Vacuum Wave coming next turn. And in comes the Iron Valiant. So this is the biggest threat at this point because it's probably going to be able to kill it. It doesn't. Wow, Corviknight's so bulky. And a Brave Bird here might just kill. Yeah, plus Sandstorm. That's big. Yeah, I don't know. I get wanting to do that there. That makes sense. But that was really your only win con. I think you have to wait for Sandstorm to go away. Just if you wait for Sandstorm to go away, I think Val is your win con. So that does kind of suck here. Terra Grass, I'm assuming. No Terra Grass. You always Terra here. There's no reason not to Terra. That's just a bad play. So you take less from the EQ. Like, I get the idea of wanting to preserve Terra or whatever, but you have to. I mean, I guess maybe the idea was tank a hit here, but then that makes no sense. Here comes high horsepower. Yup. But this thing is just going to die to a Pult at this point in the game. Imagine this was like Trick Room and it reverse swept. That would have been crazy. Oops. So let's skip to the end here. But yeah, overall, I do think there were probably a couple of mishaps on both ends. But I think overall, Zen did play well. And was put into a bad position early with that Thunderous. I think the crit definitely threw Suki off a little bit. There were a couple of questionable non-terras and just option selects. Sorry for the delay. Yeah, no problem. Welcome to the stream, man. If you want, because you're in the mod, you can join VC and you'd be on stream, but I don't know if you want to do that. It's entirely up to you. But yeah, so that's the first battle. Sorry, I had to do something quickly. Alright, so I am going to try and move through the next few a little quicker. We do have less matches, so I think, only going to be able to do week 3 for now. I will do week 4 plus power rankings in, like, an extended stream. Am I going to... Yeah, no, I just... I'm not going to be able to do week 4. That's okay. So, yeah, I'm going to do week 4 tomorrow, I think, before power rankings. So, tomorrow's probably going to be a long stream, but I should have more time. I don't have work or anything today. Or tomorrow, rather. I only have a game at night, and I'm gonna be doing some other stuff later today and tomorrow. Just like here though, so I will have time to do like a big thing. I'm probably gonna do it. I don't know when, but we'll figure that out. I'll get back to you guys on that later. But I will be doing week 4 next week, so I'm going to try and be a little quick from this point forward. So we're gonna finish up with Pool A here because we immediately have to go to the next. So that is going to be the second match of the week, which is, just give me a minute, Bragta versus Lufer, which I think is actually like right here. Is that what this is? Oh. Yes. So give me 2 seconds here. Bang, bang. Okay, cool. So we are here with the next battle of Awesome Guy, aka Lufer, versus Bradga, and the Baltimore Blastoise. So, first look at this matchup here. Quagsire looks strong here if you can get rid of the Appleton, which I think is possible. Urshifu looks like it does a lot of damage here. Great Tusk is the big counter. Great Tusk does look like it's pretty spammable this game. Even CC and Amanda Buzz isn't like the easiest of all time. By the way, you're fine, Ace. But yeah, it looks like Sword Stance Ogerpon is potentially something that could be pretty strong. But let's see what we got in terms of Terras here. Okay, so Terra Steel Appleton and Terra Steel Blaziken. So double Terra Steel is interesting. Versus a Terra Electric Urshifu Dark here. And Terra... Oh, wait, no, the Urshifu can't even Terra, I don't think. Yeah, this is the team where it's Scizor or Mag or Terra, so everything just has a Terra type. The Magnezone is Terra Grass, and the Scizor is Terra Fire. So though we have 4 potential Terra Caps in this game, as both sides brought both their Terra Caps. Stealth Rock here immediately makes sense, and we're going to see a Play Rough into the Zong. That should be okay. It is early game. Rocky Helmet, so it's now something you have to take care of. Knockoff is going to be big here, and that Zong is now in death range. iDef is not going to matter, and now you get another free knock, which is awesome. So Zong being gone is pretty cool this game. You have to switch into Mag here. I don't know about that. If you have Fist F Mandibuzz, which is what I feel like you have to bring this week, I think Fist F Mandibuzz always comes in. But if this is like Magnezone's role, I can see it. Maybe this is going to Terra Grass here. I'd rather save because I think Terra Fire Scizor goes stupid after like Tusk dies. So I think the main goal of this game has to be to kill the Tusk. You see Trailblaze. Just cool. SD immediately. Is this Magnezone T-Wave? No. But that Volt Switch, that looks like Specs Analytics to me. I don't know for certain, but that looks like Specs Analytic. And Sucker Punch is just going to kill on Urshifu Dark here, which is awesome. So with that thing being gone is pretty big. And now Quagsire. Oh, that crit sucks. That crit sucks. Yeah, now this Blaziken's in a really strong position. So you have to go Scizor here. Oh no, by right, Azu still exists. And you have to switch out of the Fear of Jet. Liquidation comes out. I would have Play Roughed there, because I think that kills regardless. I think you live regardless, and you can hit potential Hydreigon. Roselli Berry is cool. See, like, hypothetically, it's still good, but that 20% could matter late game, and the Appleton does Terra Steel here. U-turn is probably the correct play. I'd go into, not Magnezone here. No, there's no reason to do that. Attack while they can't defend. Magnezone here is not going to help you as much as just clicking a fighting move with Urshifu is. So I don't necessarily agree with this being the switch in here. Thunderbolt, 52%. That Para is pretty big. We see EQ here. Okay. And now Urshifu comes in. So yeah, I think you just lost differential there for no reason. And differential is always going to matter. Here comes the Blaziken. If you're max speed there, you always outspeed the Blaziken. If you get damage, I guess you do have to be careful here, right? Because that... Well, no, I don't think Urshifu ever beats Great Tusk. I think damage there is just valuable. Mandibuzz comes in here. Does Mandibuzz have V-Toxic? Doesn't look like it, so it looks like we gotta go Azu here. Yeah, Aqua Jet instead of Liquidation. I guess it was slower. Does the Urshifu have something here? CC kills. Oh, so this is banded, probably. Yeah, so now this thing is going to come in here, and that's just going to hit right through Protect. Yeah, you can't Protect. I made the same mistake as me. Even so, I don't think it matters. I think Terra Fire Scizor is just the play no matter what. Yeah, banded. I realized the band as soon as CC connect. So this thing probably would have done a lot. I guess he was trying to save it knowing that Great Tusk. I'm surprised it even killed Great Tusk, but as soon as Great Tusk dropped there, that was pretty banded to me. So yeah, overall, there are definitely a couple mistakes that I think I pointed out. But I don't know. I think Awesome Guy played generally really well. I think you just have to, if you have like Urshifu in that situation, I know that I'm a victim of this too, where I didn't do this with Roaring Moon. If you're in a position where you can just click buttons, feel free to click, because weakening the opponent's team is just going to make it so much better. Like, if you can just break. Urshifu's meant to be a banded breaker, let Urshifu be that banded breaker. And Bragda, I don't know. The Bronzong play early obviously sucked. And forgetting that Sucker is something that could pop up versus, say, Ogre obviously also suck. So there were a couple of things there that are just a little rough. You know, just early on, but that's fine. We all make our mistakes. I'm definitely a victim of it too. You will see that next week. A little bit of spoilers, but for most people who are here, you are in the server and you do know what is going on. So the next battle that we're going to be doing, which will be the first of whatever Pool B was for week 3. So I'm pulling that up now so we can figure out exactly where we need to be. So bear with me for a second, guys. Hopefully, I'm going to be speeding through these, I know, a little fast. So we're going to go Pink Bears, Jiminy. Let me find that. Because my goal is to get this done as fast as possible. And then we will hopefully, you know, I'll have more time to slow down and review a little more next week. Hopefully with potentially Kingston, which should be awesome. So here we go. Okay, so we have the replay here of Jiminy versus Pink Bears. So obviously Rain looks really good this game. It always does, but Bundle in Rain this game goes stupid. Does so much damage, very little switch-ins on Pink Bear's team here. So I'm expecting something, potential defensive Terra. Terra Water Bundle. I always love Terra Water Bundle because it means that you can get that 100% accurate Terra Blast, and I really like the idea of 100% accurate Terra Water Terra Blast versus this team. I think it just does so much for you. And then also Terra Water on the Floatzel, which also makes sense because water just looks super strong versus this team in general. Obviously not versus the Lottie is the one thing that could potentially beat it, and the Mence, but those are weak to ice, and that's what Bundle is here to do. On Pink Bear's side, we see Terra Electric Lottie is the choice here. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I think you have to go Terra Water, but I can understand being worried about Freeze Drive from Bundle. And then, yeah, that is the idea. So we've seen Feraligatr from Pink Bears all 3 weeks, which is interesting. Typically leads with it and immediately DDs. Calm Minding here, choosing not to Terra, which I think is the correct play so far. Now is where you Terra. And in comes a... Now is not where you Terra. My bad. That's a choice banded. What, Terra Water? That's not even Terra Water. That's just a choice banded Floatzel. Yeah. Alright, this game's over. Yeah, in comes Arch. DD here is not going to matter. This is Electroshot City. Oh, EQ kills. So it's not as bulky as I thought this one was going to be. I thought we'd see a bulkier variant if this was the switch in. So potentially Deflect Parting Shot is something I'm going to see. This is going to do... Oh, wow. This is going to die into, like, just, yep. This does not matter. This is a dead Ursa. I'm guessing Protect there is just a stall. It does end up just killing the Floatzel to the recoil. So Floatzel doing exactly what it needs to do and just getting a couple of kills. Reflect is the correct play here. You can just Parting Shot here into the Pelly. T-Wave to shut this thing down, I think, also makes sense. Again, I just think get Pelly in, get Pelly in, get Pelly in. Bundle here is also fine. Ironhead, yeah. I would rather get Pelly in just to set up the rain. Because now you have to flip or hard switch here. Into Grimmsnarl. Meteor Mash missing is, yeah, that kind of sucks. I don't get why we're not going into Pelipper here. Yeah, I think you're just losing mons for no reason now. Just go Pelly. There you go. And now, this thing outspeeding is kind of crazy, but that's not good because you love the U-turn, and now this thing dies. You do have to land a Hydro Pump, which you... Ooh! Yeah, maybe saving the Terra Blast was good for this situation, but I mean, this still ends up being okay. Pump is going to kill the Rachi, and at this point, the game is over. No Ice move? Ice Beam kills here. This thing can't Terra. No, why did you switch? Ice Beam always kills. Ice Beam always kills. Looks like it's going to end up working out okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of not just staying in there. Cause yeah, now you're losing extra mons. You always Ice Beam there. Bundle goes for Ice Beam. That's going to kill. And now Bundle goes for Ice Beam again, and that's going to kill. So yeah, I don't get the switch out. You just won there with Bundle, and I think instead you lost an extra mon. Same with Grimmsnarl. But, opponent just... I don't get the early game with Terraing the Latios. I don't know why I said Terra Latios, because you never should have. I was wrong there. I probably would have thought about that. And I don't get the Gator. I don't get the Sacking Arch. There are a couple things I just don't quite get both ways, but the bundle definitely could have been used slightly more efficiently. Yeah, so we do have that. All right, next is we have... Why is everything unloading on me? Don't do that. We have Chestnuts, Ice Cubes. It's this one. Okay, so this is Pult Val team. With both Pult and Val coming, we see the Terra Articuno, we see the Terra Arcanine. Both of those are really scary. This is a Kyurem team. Both teams here, I think, are really well constructed. But yeah, so we see Dylan has the Terra Fairy on the Kyurem and the Terra Bug on the Lokix. And then we see Terra Fighting on the Arc, and we see Terra Water on the Art. So those are our sets. We see immediately Volt switching here makes sense, but Aloe doesn't really care about that. Aloe just gets a Scald. This is potentially big if you can get a burn. You don't, unfortunately. We do see Flip Turn from the Blastoise. That's taking Rocky Helmet Chip, and this is a free flip for the Aloe. That crit is nice. That damage is going to be appreciated, and Aloe is now healing back up, and EP is just a free kill for Kyurem here. Perfect. So this is exactly what you want to see if you are Dylan. And Staraptor here on the Pult is a relatively bold play, but it is probably your best option unless you're like AV Aloe. U-turn here is cool. So now Scald comes back. You do have to be worried about Terra Fighting, but I think Scald's always the right play. And that's exactly what we see here. So now this thing could Freeze Dry and Terra Water. So you want to switch. Yep, there's the Freeze Dry. Love Gloking here. Gloking is just going to T-Wave, which is perfect. And switch to get that health back right into Aloe here. Aloe just being such... For how little points it is and everything, it is such a good defensive mon that is just very consistent. Alomomola is one of the most consistent Pokemon in like standard format. Right back into the Slowking here on the Draco. The crit kind of sucks, but the fact that a crit did that little tells me that it's not a very offensive Pult. Not like Specs or anything like that to be worried about later, which is cool. If anything, it could potentially be Scarfed, but we don't know that for certain. Draco Meteor is super free here. Even if Valiant wants to switch in, Valiant doesn't really want to burn a booster yet, and Gloking could just come back in. Just really setting the pace of the match with this dual regen mon team, because you have to be worried about Lokix too, who hasn't even come out, and Kyurem's already established himself as a strong presence this battle. So I like what we're seeing here. There's a T-Wave, which is pretty cool. You see U-turn. and Chilly Reception is going to do nice wonders here. Kyurem's going to come in and threaten with Freeze Dry, which is exactly what it's going to click. 48%. Gastrodon doesn't take... Ooh! Nice little freeze on Gastrodoning the Blastoise here. Yeah. A lot of people have been complaining about the freeze chance. I don't think freeze would have mattered too much. I mean, I guess we'll see if, like, chip damage mattered, but I don't think Blastoise does much to Kyurem here. I mean, Aura Sphere is the only thing I can really see, but I doubt it's that offensive considering the flip turn here. So I don't know if it would have mattered. It all depends on Kyurem. And here comes the Terra Water on the Articuno here. Terra Blast is going to do a solid amount. Do we see Hex here? Do we see Hex? Slack Off is what comes out, and we see a Para. That's a little unfortunate, but you could have just clicked Slack Off until it parried, I guess, if you wanted. So I think that's fine, because Para is a 25% chance, and considering he had not used a Slack Off yet, the odds were in his favor that he'd get one paralysis before running out of Slack Offs. U-turn here is a good play. Right into the Kyurem. And yes, so Kyurem clicks Freeze Dry here. Nice and simple. Oh god, not this again. You did have Aura Sphere. Okay, so I don't know if Aura Sphere would have killed, considering the bulk on Kyurem. And the fact that you're not the most offensive Blastoise, but I guess we will see if that matters. Head Smash here is going to kill the Aloe. And in comes Kyurem. Which cannot, yeah, that Arcanine not being able to Terra makes this battle a lot easier, I think, here. Incoming, yeah, but the Valiant coming in here, obviously, it's like I said, you know, between Dirge and Gloking, this thing burning its booster is just kind of not even worth, just because of the bulk. And Alluring Voice is going to come out here. That's smart. Alluring Voice is going to kill here. And the fact that a U-turn didn't commit to Shadow Ball tells me that that thing is not super offensive at all. We see that here. Dirge is going to get sacked. Just letting Dirge go down here I think is fine. Staraptor comes in and Brave Birds. So there's a good chance that Staraptor is Scarfed. So if the Pulse comes in here, which it does, yep, and that Draco misses, that kind of sucks. But again, if that thing is Scarfed, then it doesn't matter because Lokix just comes in and wins anyways. So a little bit of luck on the end of Hitsu here, which sucks to see. You don't really want to go down due to luck, but I do believe that Dylan probably would have won anyways, as did Kyurem. Yeah, Kyurem won without even taking damage, so the Aura Sphere chip wouldn't have ended up mattering. So I don't necessarily think a lot of the hacks mattered. I just don't think Hitsu had the mons to break the fat or the mons to switch into Kyurem, so I just think it was a bad matchup in general here. With that, we're going to run through the division here. We've got the Velveend match. There's Velveend versus Sengi. Alright, we're going to hop right into this. Just a quick Terra check. Sengi has Terra Steel on the potential Terra Hisuian Gudra, and Terra Ground on the potential Terra Iron Moth, which I think we have seen that setup before. Terra Fight on the potential Terra Hoopa, and then I believe it's the Landokin Terra, so Terra Ground. So those are the Terras that we are going to be looking for this game. Substitute with the Lando here. And Earthquake does 65%. You know, sometimes you underestimate just how raw strong this thing is. In comes the Zapdos here. Great U-turn on Velveend reading the Zapdos and immediately into Torkoal to get rid of the sand is beautiful. Getting up rocks is always a safe play here. Hoopa comes out, and Hoopa is just... I don't exactly know what this thing's meant to do, but 20% from the Volt Switch. Okay, so it's probably just meant to tank things. In comes the T-Tar, gets knocked off. I'm switching right into Zapdos. Really, no attack from the Terra Fight Hoopa, which surprises me a little bit. DD was very greedy there, considering that Terra Fighting was something that you saw in the And it doesn't end up working at all as the Corv comes in here. This is probably just a free switch into... Okay, the Lando comes out. I would have thought we would have seen Torkoal, or potentially even Walking Wake. Right, we got someone here joining us for the rest of the stream, I see. Ace, how you doing?
Not rest of...
I can hear you. I believe stream should be able to hear you as well.
This, yeah.
Alright, awesome. We're currently doing Velvine Sangi. I don't know if you're watching. But, so the Moth here is starting to gain some ground off that sub, but currently still hasn't gotten any kills. It is going to kill the Wake. I don't think it outspeeds. Close combat's greedy, but that is going to kill. I'm assuming this thing is some sort of banded set. No, it's not. Wow, it's just that strong. I guess Moth... Oh, that's unfortunate. Moth does not... That's also unfortunate, but that is a 50% chance to hit in the sun. I don't know if Sangi knew that. Hurricane has a high chance of missing in the sun. In comes the Goodra here. Are fighting moves free? Fighting moves are free. I don't think anything beats CC at this point. Yeah, Garg is gonna live here. And Iron Defense was not the correct play there. You have to go for damage. That was not a good play. That's... What? What? Oh, alright, Ace is out. What? It did like half HP. Bulky offensive set with AV. Yeah, alright. I mean, half HP would have mattered, or would have been good, but I don't know. That was a silly mistake. And here comes Terra Blast fighting. So I guess it was to preserve Terra earlier, was the idea versus the T-Tar. So I think that makes sense, but I don't agree with the DD set, or the DD idea on the T-Tar there. In comes the Dragon Pulse. This is going to Tuco, and that is going to be it. Alright, so Velvine does get the win. Sangi not able to get anything here, which is unfortunate, but I don't necessarily know about plays from both ends, such as that Solar Blade, or the always need to set up. You don't always need to set up sometimes. You gotta just go for the attack. You gotta think a little more ahead. It's a little less short term. But yeah, so good job in Velvine for getting that win. It's gonna be the end of Pool B here. Alright, we're going to move quick. Next, Pool C. Were there even any other battles in Pool C? Because I know we had a couple of issues this week. This is when issues started to pop up. Oh, C, sorry, is not mine. So we do have two battles in C. We have the Junk World, Lucre, and we have Kingston plays only optimal. So let's get to that. Alright, so I believe I saw the plays only optimal Kingston match. That is the thumbnail. I know that match is supposedly pretty good. Okay, that's too recent. Here it is. Okay, let's do this one. I think it's slightly breaking order here. Oh, Ace, are we back?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
My recharge just got over when I joined the stream. So
Gotcha.
Connected to.
Awesome. All right, so I've hopped right into here. Plays only optimal versus Kingston. You want to check out the match?
That should be a nice game. Two right players, two good players actually.
Yeah, two very good players. Kingston's got the Terras here. So Terra goes to Kyurem. And that's it, I believe, this week. And then from optimal side, we see the Terra Fairy on the Gliscor and the Terra Flying Sneasler are the potentials. So I'm moving kind of quick here. Flip turn on the Slowking,
Okay.
Rocky Helmet Slowking. Okay.
I guess the stream was not matching.
Is the stream a little behind?
Hello?
Does this cover
Yeah.
my div or not? So I cover all the pools in the Lucid division. if you're coming from Fever Division, I do not cover Fever, just because I'm not in it and I don't have time for that. But yeah, so I don't know if you are Pool. If that is Zombie Dylan, which might make sense. Yes, we did do your battle. I did it. Is that?
It was banned. It was banned.
Yeah, I did do
Sad
that.
about that.
That
Too
was
much
relative-
hack to it.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, alright, so flip turn, T-Wave. Gotcha. So T-Wave's not going to affect the Gliscor here. Gliscor's going to be able to get rocks up, which is going to be big for the rest of the game, especially if we don't see boots on the Moltres, but we are going to see immediately rapid spinning here, I see.
Yeah.
Switches into the bundle. I actually see an Earthquake, so they were reading the Golden Go, which is kind of cool there. Doesn't quite work out, and Freeze Dry is going to do about 35%.
Your voice, stream and voice are not coming in sync together, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe. This is a good spin. The Kingston here too. I'm assuming this looks like AV Blastoise to me.
No, I don't guess. It must be max special defense, but not AV, honestly. I used the Blastoise in Circuit 1 and that should do way less damage with AV.
Okay, so max Spit F is interesting there. 37% to Kyurem. Just spamming Freeze Dry. This thing clicked Flip Turn earlier.
Yeah.
Actually, it might be AV because this could be Specs.
Oh,
This might be Specs bundle with the way he just spammed Freeze. I don't think it was doing enough to Kyurem. So I don't know. He was playing it like it was Specs. I'm surprised he didn't try to preserve this. I think this was good versus team. In comes
Killing the bundle was good there actually by Kingston, because that bundle is the Circuit 1 kill leader. He was the MVP, and he got way many kills in the last circuit. To be
Yeah,
honest.
but I mean Bundle. He got 2 6-0s, or not 2 6-0s, but he got 2 6-kill games with Bundle the first couple. So I'm just maybe he just got greedy.
Yeah.
But that's a good kill by Kingston to get rid of the bundle. Knockoff is pretty big here.
Yeah.
Knocking off boots is big considering this has rocks.
I don't think so. Bringing rocks when the opposing player has Tusk or Threads is good actually, because you can just spin it anytime and you have nothing. You just got wrong turns. You got the speed boost and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I just generally think that at this point, with Kyurem gone, especially with Kyurem gone now, I think Golden Go taking a little bit of damage is okay. I don't necessarily like Golden Go doing much this game. Like, it kind of only beats Gloking. So if Gloking, I feel like I'm fine risking taking a little bit of EQ damage from the Blastoise if it means blocking a spin, because I just don't want that Moltres coming in and eating hits from potential Rillaboom. I think Rillaboom looks really strong this game. If you're able to...
Yeah,
Rillaboom looks really strong this game if you're able to kill the Moltres. I think you get rocks up here. No.
Yeah, the Moltres is a huge problem for the Rilla to win this game.
Yeah, but
What?
and Moltres is... Okay, this is gonna wall Moltres. Oh no, good Scorching Sands. Good Scorching Sands. Alright, Colossal... Sacks. I think that's fine. Colossal doesn't do
You're
much
going to hit.
this game. Get your rocks up. Yep, there's the rocks. And you're fine taking a Fire Blast here because you can just protect. Oh, this thing's already knocked. I don't agree with that. Does this thing not have Protect maybe? It doesn't.
Yeah,
I don't think it
so,
has
yeah.
Protect. I don't agree with sacking the
Yeah.
Gliscor here necessarily, because I think Gliscor. I mean, I don't know exactly what it does, but
I
getting
don't
rocks,
think
you need rocks. Up.
Gliscor can do anything much in the game now with his typing on.
Yeah, but you need rocks. So in case that one rapid spin needs to happen, I feel like I don't know. Okay, this thing's gonna go down. So now rocks don't even matter.
Yeah.
This is fine. Yeah, I was gonna say
Getting
just
the
get
toxic
damage.
on the Moltres was good, I guess.
Yeah, no.
The Moltres will eventually wear down now for the Rilla to clean the end game. I just want to see what Sneasler set he has.
It looks to be... I don't really know what it is. It could just be a seed set. It was doing a lot of damage, though.
I think so. White Love, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, you know what? It's Terraflying, so it's definitely a seed
Yeah.
set. It's aggro.
Yeah.
Scarf
Seed
Gold
set,
was
yeah,
nice
it's
this game.
proceed.
Golden Go goes down. I don't know. Golden Go going down might be bad, actually. Because I don't know if he can break the Glow King now.
Yeah. If he has Acro, that Acro should do much damage.
Because, like,
I think I have watched this game.
yeah, Rillaboom versus the end game here isn't phenomenal. So I think now just going into Rillaboom, maybe sacking it to get Terrain up to have Sneasler break would have been better, because I don't know about Glow King here. We do see SD. SD Future Sight. Rock Slide comes out, does 38%. So he clearly does not have like a dark move or anything here. You have to go Rillaboom here, because Future Sight comes out this turn. Kills you. Yep.
Let me just restart the stream once. I think it's my problem, I guess.
Supposedly my stream's fine. It might be a little behind. Okay, in comes the Treads. He's really keeping that Glow King.
Okay, you're on the threads. Yeah. Yeah. Now he threads. I think he spins here. No.
No, you could just Terrafly. I would have Terraflyed and SD'd.
Which turn are you on, Cause
I'm
I'm on 28 right now.
I'm on 30, so I'm a little ahead.
Okay.
Okay, 62% with Acro. Oh, he can't Terrafly. He can't Terrafly. He Terrafairy'd the Gliscor early.
Yeah. That was I was gonna say we can't Terra.
Unfortunately, you have to switch here. Sucks. Cause Future Sight. Do we have a dark move on Rilla? That's what really matters here. If Rillaboom is knockoff. No, it goes down to Future Sight. I don't think... Yeah, I think this is over. I think sacking gold was not good. You needed gold to beat Glow King. I don't think Glow King can die now in the end game.
Yes. I
mean,
Actually, I guess Plays Optimum played too greedy here, to be honest. Stacking the bundle early on, and
yeah,
also the Gliscor also terraing early.
I think
he could have gone way better than that.
Wait, what was that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Future Sight. I was gonna say, was that a choke? No. Future Sight. Okay, cool. So yeah, down to the wire there. I think just, yeah, sacking bundle, sacking gold really threw away the game there.
Yeah.
Alright, we now have these. We're going to do Junk World Lucre. And then we're going to move on to the last two Pool D matches. So let me find Junk World Lucre real quick. There it is. Sorry, I haven't looked at chat in a minute. Does chat have anything to say? Nothing since the last time. Alright, so let's just see if we can pull up Terra's here real quick. So we see... I don't know. I know that's things now. It's Terra. I think it's Terra... I don't know what Terra's junk world has off the top of my head.
I think it should be Moth and...
More
than Tusk, maybe?
Yeah, maybe something like that. I know Junk World's obvious because he makes everything that can't Terra stellar, which is fun for me. I know it makes the opponent a little less confused, but when it comes to me restreaming these matches, it makes it so much better because I know exactly what can Terra and what can't.
Yeah.
Alright, immediately got the Palafin out.
Yes. That's actually good.
Yeah. In comes the belly. I don't do that for my opponents, but also, like, if I'm restreaming my own matches, I know what I can Terra because I know my team. I
actually, I also like I personally don't do it because you know that extra effort just takes a lot of time.
That's a big crit. That's a big crit.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Aloe can heal that off and just kind of continue to regen. Sacking Aloe is not a good idea there. You can regen that back up.
Sacking Aloe early game is not good. Yeah.
Even
you can just come in 2 turns and just build that off.
I get that was a crit too on the Aloe, by the way, but that thing's... I think that's Specs. I think that's a crit from Specs.
Specs, yeah.
I feel like that's Specs' fault.
Aloe shouldn't have... yeah.
81 from a crit.
Aloe should have survived like...
So I would have gone Qianpao there.
Because you are too ahead.
I would have gone Qianpao there. Save the Aloe, because Aloe's your best answer to Palafin. Oh. Brick break. Yep, okay, now this is seeming kinda... I don't know about the brick break play, but now this... Ooh, okay, bulk up Tusk.
I just lost a game to Bulk Up Tusk
Oh,
and then came here.
that sucks. Uh-oh. Well, this was a greedy play. Jeez, Terra Blast Fire. Okay. That did nothing. Wait, Terra Blast Fire? Really?
I'm just on the Bulk Up turn right now with 3.
That's right. I don't know about Terra Blast Fire. I don't get the point of that.
Which turn is the Terra Blast Fire on?
The
I got
Iron
that.
Moth.
Yeah.
Iron Moth.
That was unnecessary. Yeah, it was just unnecessary.
Yeah, you don't need that. You just go Fiery Dance. Switching in Crocodile and Chiempao is crazy. By the way, this thing is like 100% Yachi. Belly Bolt's the goat, by the way. Oh, can the Belly Terra? No, it can't. Star Stellar. Unless he brought Terra Stellar Belly Bolt, but I doubt it.
I think I literally didn't brought Terra Stellar in any game in week 1, in circuit 1.
Yeah, I know, and you
being
had
the
the
best Terra
Enamorus.
Stellar on the board. Yeah.
There's Moonblast. Parabolic Charge is gonna do so much here. Yeah.
To be honest, Terra Stellar, even on contrary mons, is not that good. Spending a one-time Terra and just not getting that much value out of it defensively or offensively is not that good.
Yeah, I mean, it has its niches, I think, because if you can burn the opponent's Terra early, it does scare them. But I don't know. It's not... It was an interesting concept. It didn't quite work out as the Chiempao goes down here. And from what I can see, it just seems like Junk World does not have the mons this week to break...
break through the team.
Yeah, break Lucre. And also does not really have any solid switch-ins to stuff like that Palafin.
Palafin is actually crazy strong in the meta right now. Means in the circuit. Even I lost my week 3 into 1 if I'm not wrong. Yeah. I lost to Keenet with a Palafin. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Terra Water. Terra Water on the Volk. That's what it is. It's Terra Volcarona. This is the 30-pointer. This game's over, by the way. You can't counter Terra Volk at this point. Yeah, so I don't know. I think just sacking Aloe early was really what killed it.
Wasn't worth it to stack Aloe in the beginning?
No, definitely not. Especially since you could probably tell that Pult was 100% specs. I think Chiempao was always the play.
Yeah.
Alright. So that is the end of this pool. Are we catching week 4? No, I do not have enough time to do week 4 this stream. However, I'm going to do an extended stream tomorrow, like a long stream. Between power rankings are typically 2-3 hours, and this takes about an hour to do. So it's probably going to be like a 4-hour stream tomorrow, but I'm not doing anything, so I have time. So I will be doing week 4 tomorrow, and as well as power rankings following that. Alright, so I did... Okay, so we only have one other battle to do, which is going to be the Great Tusks versus you. So it's your battle is the final one we're going to do, because there was no
matches happened in pool day actually. Many mobs came from there, if I'm not wrong.
Here we go. This is that game. This is the final game. Every other game either didn't happen or we've already reviewed it. I did my game first. I always open with my game if I have one. All right.
Means tomorrow's first game will be you versus me.
Yeah, we'll do you. We're gonna open with the two of us. Yeah, me versus you tomorrow. All right. So to round out the stream here, we see the Enamorus, all this good stuff. Let me just pull up to the Terras. So Enamorus is Terra Grass this week. Oh wait, nope, wrong side. Enamorus is Terra Ground this week. I believe that is the only mon on your team that is able to Terra this week.
Terra Ground,
oh, and Terra Normal Niente.
And yeah, Terra Normal Niente.
And then
it was the go-to one every week.
Yeah, We see Terra Dragon
Just didn't switch up the Terra
backs. Terra Dragon backs, and that's the only Terra for Kenneth. So pretty linear here for Kenneth here. We see lead Iron Crown. And that is going to agility. I don't know why I got that little lag spike here. Double agility is crazy. Is this weakness policy? Yep, indeed it is.
Yep, that was weakness policy.
But Aquajet, ooh, living the Aquajet's pretty big there. Tachyon doesn't, oh, it does kill. He got the higher roll. Do we see any other priority? Entei with E-Speed. Saving that thing's an interesting
Entei with
idea.
E-Speed.
Yeah.
He sacked very good. He literally sacked it very good at end game when he needed it. So
Yeah.
saving that was.
Oh,
actually
that
good.
was all right. So is that Specs Pult again? Is like did everybody bring Specs Pult this week, or is that not Specs?
Just don't know.
That's 47%. That doesn't seem like Specs damage on backs, but is that like AV backs or something? No, it can't be a DD.
Hmm.
Is it Max Spit F DD
My-
backs? Like
I don't know, but like my Dragon Ball specs, I remember clearly. It
Yeah,
was able
okay.
to two-hit KO the backs, but the para sucked there.
yeah, okay, so it
Honestly.
was Specs. That's what I thought. That's a good sleep too. And now the Palafin is active. Mirror Herb. Aww, I want to see Mirror Herb unaware. That would have been crazy. Oh, dual screens.
Like,
Interesting.
Mirror of on what?
Mirror Herb unaware would have been fun. And chooses to just Moonblast and not set up Reflect after that, which is cool. Interesting. We see another Moonblast. The Electrode, we're just gonna
Honestly,
try and wake up.
Blaster has a lot of potential if you had that Floodgel in there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate with the sleep.
Yeah.
My match was Scarf Pult to outseed Scarf Staraptor. Okay, so of the 4 Pults, we saw 3 Specs and 1 Scarf. Which is really interesting.
Oh,
So lots of
This
Lots of
actually
pulse.
interesting.
lots of choicing the Pults.
Choicing pulse.
Yeah.
I should have actually brought out Enter first in the game. I wasn't sure
Oh,
of the calcs. I did
unfortunately,
it,
you're not.
after.
Imagine you were contrary. Oh, you're CM. Got it. I was gonna say, like, imagine
Yeah.
you were contrary there. That would have been so funny. Sludge bomb.
Yeah, actually, that special attack drop was too bad actually for me in there. I had to kill it before setting a calm mind.
Wave crash twice.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
this isn't
sure-
looking good. Yeah, this looks like a
I
Palafin.
didn't got the drop.
Does the
yeah.
Palafin not have Jet Punch? Is that a Jet Punchless Palafin?
It had.
No. Oh, it's banded. It's banded probably then. Or Scarf,
Yeah,
maybe.
it was banded. It was
It
banded.
was banded? Okay.
He literally got crazy predictions in the late game. You will
Okay.
see it afterwards.
Alright, and now Politoed versus Entei here at the end. I'm assuming Politoed lives and kills. Yes, it does. Alright, so
Yeah.
close game. Palafin was obviously a really good breaker there. I'm surprised Specs pulted that little to backs. That must have been like max spit F. But yeah, alright, interesting game overall. I think it was well played from both ends. I just think, yeah. Alright, so that's gonna be... Do you have anything to say about
Got
your
a
battle?
bit unlucky there with the para and stuff. Yeah,
You
got a bit unlucky there, just as I said. Could have won it. He predicted very nice at the end game and stuff. He played nice actually. Luck was also on his side and just good play won him the game.
Alright. Awesome. So with that, I do...
He was
have-
literally yeah.
Yeah, I do have to get going, so I am... thank you for joining me for the small bit here. I am just going to shut down relatively quick here. I've got to get all ready for work and everything. So,
Even I want to go. I have paper tomorrow.
Gotcha.
It's 10 p.m. I have to sleep.
yeah, no, it makes sense.
Good night.
Yeah, have a good night, my
See you
friend.
tomorrow.
Alright. Bye. Alright, thank you guys so much for joining the stream. I'll be back tomorrow with an extended 4-hour stream, so hopefully that should be a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed.